We are at the European film market on day, I don't know what day it is, 7? 6?
7. Sorry, it's
Right.
7. 6 you posted this morning.
Yeah, 7 exactly. So, so what are we doing here?
We wanted to sell stuff, and have we achieved what we were looking for? I think so. Well, I had a couple of missions. Number one, I just wanted to see if there's any chance for Kinks I haven't explored yet. And I found like a couple of French and an Austrian company who want to see the screener eventually. So this is actually very interesting. Because I didn't have much hopes for it, actually. For last statement, we are all on the right track. Well, we know there is no distribution possibilities for short films. So I was talking to the short film corner here, and they told me, basically what we already know and what we already do. Like, the important thing is what we do is completely what they would also advise us to do. Submit to festivals, then put it up online for a fee, and then put it up online for free, most likely afterwards. And finally, I was looking for production companies I can contact, and thanks to you, we were just having a really great talk to somebody from the Median board, and he was actually giving me all recommendations which production companies to contact in Berlin, and this is awesome.
Yeah, so we came yesterday and today, and there is something that we should say. There is a strategy here because there was no point for us to come to the European film market when it began, like last Friday or Thursday, because no one would have paid attention. This is a really big market, and people come here to make like really business. And some people just come here, do the business, and actually go, and they won't even pay attention to you if you don't have something big to sell. So if you're an independent producer, you have to pick out your fights, and make some appointments beforehand if you had them, if you can, and if not, and wait until the latter part of the festival and the European. On the other hand, the downside of that is that many people are gone by then, so it is a fine line. That's why we came yesterday. That was already like a line, a border of people that were like finishing business and were listening to us. And today, people were definitely listening to us, but a lot of them were already gone. So for me it was super successful. I left some screeners with a lot of people. I showed the trailer. We made some contacts. We made other contacts that will get screeners later on. I met actually some new people for new projects that I may be getting involved with, and finding out about the co-production possibilities and financing possibilities here in Germany. That it's very different to talk with someone face to face in this kind of environment than on the telephone or over email, even if we're in the same city.
Always.
So that is awesome. So the market is still going until Friday, I guess, but there's not much going on more. People stocking up. Tomorrow, I guess it's just going to be like informational for some things. Yeah.
What were the most frequent questions you got when you offered your screener?
Oh yeah, people. The first thing they asked me was, "What's the budget?" So keep in mind, even if you shot the film for like 10 euros. Make up a budget of what your film really costs,
Because it does usually always cost more, like deferred payment.
Everything, services, what the film would really cost, and that's your budget, because that was the first thing people asked, and I wasn't prepared for that, I must say. So I made up a figure sometimes. So people want to know who is in it, and what the budget is. That's it. So, before we came here, actually, I went to see a movie called Princesas Rojas, Red Princesses.
Welcome to the screening of Princesas Rojas. My name is Jasmine Katami, and I would like to welcome you, and I would also like to please welcome with me the director of the film and the two wonderful actresses, Laura Astorga and Valeria Conejo and Aura Dinate. A very warm welcome from my side. You told me that you would like to say something to the audience before the film. What do you have to tell us?
Well, in English. Enjoy the film. Maybe for some of you it's a context very exotic or very strange, but you have to understand is the wave of your political cultures in Europe. And for us, this wave comes like 10 years later, and maybe with that image, you can connect.
And it is a co-production between Cuba and Venezuela, but I found out, I went there actually because I saw Venezuela just in the line, but it has nothing to do with Venezuela. It's mostly about, not Cuba, Venezuela, that's going to be today. Costa Rica and Venezuela. And the film is mostly or mainly absolutely Costa Rican. The director is also Costa Rican. Venezuela just gave funds for it, which is also interesting to know. They had absolutely nothing to do with the theme, but I met the director afterwards. She told me we were just looking for anyone who would give us money. They went to Argentina, Cuba, whatever, Venezuela, and Venezuela gave money. And I can imagine why Venezuela gave money, because the theme is about the Sandinistas in Nicaragua back in the 80s. In Latin America, we had this kind of civil wars and dictatorships and communist guerrillas coming about that time. And the film itself, I must say, was really interesting. What I like is that it doesn't really have a political agenda. It's a story about two girls and their parents are involved in this Sandinista stuff. So it's also their vision and how. And the title, Princesas Rojas, Red Princesses, had a lot to say, because they want to be princesses, they want to be child, they want to be girls, but they're red. Their fathers are communists, and they read like Soviet stories, and they actually sing in Russian. And the director was saying, when I heard Russian, or when I hear Russian in the street, I don't associate that with the Soviet Union. I associate that with Nicaragua, because that was my experience. So it's most about her experiences on her childhood. It was good. I think the acting was a little bit weak, except for the girls. They're amazing, like 12 and 13-year-old girls. They were amazing, but other than that, I thought it was a bit weak, but it's worth checking out.
So we will grab a bite and then go on to the next film.
Yeah, this already is very long, so we'll let you know how it goes.
So what did you think about the film? You first.
Yeah, it was Yesterday Was Never... What's the name again? Yesterday Never
something.
Was, or Yesterday Never Again. Yeah, by Isabel Coixet, Spanish. Well, you know what? We will probably disagree for the first time, but I liked it.
You know what? I was thinking that you say that.
It was hard. It is a hard movie. It was hard for me just to stay awake, but just because I'm very tired. But I really cared about the characters, and I thought, given it the setting of in the near future, it's set in 2017, gave it like some sort of eerie, uncomfortable atmosphere, and this location is shot almost in just one location, which is this weird compound thing. I don't even know what they were doing there. But I was caring about these characters.
Well, I was thinking it's a good psychological study, but you could as well also just read a book or something. Having said that, having said that, I did fall asleep in the first half. Actually, like I was gone for a couple of minutes. I don't think that long. I was actually thinking that we possibly disagree, or that you think like I hate it. I liked it better in the end. I admit that.
Yeah.
I mean, for the thing that this movie just was in one place, and I imagine 2017 a bit different.
Yeah, well, they didn't show much. No,
They showed nothing.
But,
Yeah, well, a tiny bit. But it's a psychological study, and the acting is definitely great.
Yeah, I think they're both great. Candela Peña and Javier Cámara, they're really rocked. I agree. The first part was a little bit more difficult, but towards the half ended, I was like really into wow, it's a very, very tough drama about a couple who lost a boy. I mean, I'm not spoiling anything because that's the whole thing, the whole point of it. But yeah, well.
One more little note: we are not talking about our opinions about the movies until actually we record it. So, like, whenever it feels like we discussed it before, we didn't.
Yeah, well, that's a rule. We never discuss what we thought about the film until we were all here. So, next is the pool, the swimming pool. It's a Cuban-Venezuelan co-production about, well, all I think I know is about disabled people in a swimming pool. So,
and we need to go.
The train is coming.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
This is a rare occasion to welcome Carlos Machado. And of course, yeah, this is a beautiful theater. And of course, after the film, we will see you again. And you did not come alone, but maybe a few words before the film.
Sí, bueno, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Sí, eso lo entiendo todo el mundo. Bueno, para mí es un placer. Hay un montón de amigos que han venido hasta acá de un montón de lugares para ver la película y para mí eso es muy importante. Mucha gente que yo quiero está aquí presente. Y bueno, nada, siempre se espera que se hable poco, porque al final lo más importante es ver la película, ¿no? No que alguien se pare aquí adelante y empiece a hablar y hablar y hablar. Así que mejor, nada, disfruten la película.
Words Out Kino Internacional.
You see la piscina?
La Piscina, very good.
The swimming pool.
All right, Cuban-Venezuelan co-production. So, what do you think?
Today is Art House Day.
Definitely Art House Day and Spanish Speaking Day.
Well, maybe I was sensibilized like from the film before, but I think I liked it.
What I liked is that, I mean, it is a very, very slow movie, but he plays a lot with, you know, these wide, extreme wide shots, steady.
And then close after.
But with beautiful composition, you know, he pays attention of composition, you know, rule of thirds, balance, etc. And then this close-up. So it's about the relationship between the characters and their environment. Exactly, that's what it is. And it's about some handicapped people's boys actually, and how they relate.
One girl?
Yeah, yeah. What I mean is children, and sorry. And then how they relate to the environment and how, you know, they relate to this swimming pool as a place where they can be themselves. And so yeah.
I very much liked how he portrayed the disabled people, like the normality in the interaction. So it was, in the final end of the day, it was all human, and this is what I really liked about the film. So it wasn't, it didn't matter. Like, this was not. That was not the focus, it was just there.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting.
It's very hard to find a plot in the movie, but it's like a contemplative kind of character study of these children.
It's a day in the life, so I think like the beginning, middle, end is really like morning, lunch, hamburger for lunch, by the way. And yeah, then the swimming pool closes.
All right, and I think we have a guest.
Yeah, we have a guest! Yay!
Hi! It's Spanish speaking day, right?
Right. Well, maybe we move a little bit here because we're like it.
Yo hablo un poquito.
Oh, sí, un poquito de español. Okay. So tell us who you are.
I'm Richard, her personal composer, and yeah.
Everybody should have one.
And I just ran into you.
Right. And what brings you to the Berlinale?
The Berlinale flair in Berlin is. I'm just here for a couple of days, seeing people, seeing filmmakers, seeing films, and that's why I'm here.
What have you seen so far?
I forgot the title. It was a Spanish one. A premiere today. Oh wait, I have the ticket. It was La Eterna Noche de las... it's too long for the card. De las...
Jose Padilla, is it right?
Lunas. The Luna? Or no?
And? How do you like it?
It was good. It was a documentary, and I liked it. And yesterday I saw the short films.
Yeah, and we have to say one thing. We have never met before in person, so this is today the first time.
Wow.
And
In front of the camera.
in front of the camera, directly, dragged in front of the camera, and we all will possibly collaborate together on a train station project from Holland feature.
Right.
Oh, you haven't told me.
Yeah,
so
well,
far.
I just waited for this specific day.
So welcome.
And where are the flowers and,
Do you
and
still
the
want
fire?
the job?
I want the job. Yeah.
Okay,
Where are the
you
fire?
got-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are the
So
fireballs
you're
and-
witnessing here a contract being made.
Okay.
So there are a lot of witnesses. Well, I don't know if a lot. I don't know if everyone is seeing this, but
Okay. Can I greet my mother at this point?
Yeah, but
I just did it. Okay.
Yeah, but he's not on TV.
Okay. Oh.
all right. That's it for today. Tomorrow is another day. I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow. Oh, but
A lot.
we are gonna try to get tickets for Top of the Lake, the Jane Campion series that we've been talking about. That's 6 hours long
Friday
straight
night.
on Friday. We're gonna try to get tickets to. But tomorrow we're gonna try to see a talk about Dolby Atmos sound design.
Then Prince Avalanche.
Then Prince Avalanche, then Francis Ha, Noah Baumbach, and then maybe you will get the Le Miserable. No, maybe you have tickets for that. So.
That was interesting. This morning we stood right next to each other, and I got all the tickets I wanted.
And I
then-
didn't.
I'm sorry.
All right.